Welcome back, man, to the James Thompson Show. Yo, everybody has been talking about it, man. This is probably the most famous smack that has ever existed, and everybody's wondering, like, it's so, what's the word? It's so phenomenal. Not even that. It's
iconic.
Like iconic. It's not even that. Like sort of unicornic. What's that? It's
mythical.
Mythical, because half of us are wondering, oh, it's fake, it was set up, and other ones like, no, he really smacked the shit out of that guy. And then everybody's sort of taking sides, like, no, Will was right. And then some people, no one's sort of taking Chris Rock's side, but I'm on Chris Rock's side. Will Smith was fucking completely out of line.
Yeah.
And anybody who supports what he did, and it's mostly females.
Yeah.
And simps. It's mostly females and simps. He was defending his wife, and I'm like, what? I'm like, he ain't had all that smoke for August Alsina and everybody else that was hitting up Jada. And then we just
my biggest issue is you even take him out of that, right? Look at what he did. The premise of what he did was Chris Rock told a joke. He didn't like it. He walked up and smacked him at the Oscars. Yeah. Like, think about what that does for him career-wise. That does nothing for him career-wise. You put a lot more in jeopardy smacking him. And then what's even weird is he laughed at it. Did you see that? When he told it first, he laughed. But so now it's even wilder.
It wasn't just the fact that he did that. It was like, because they're, like you said career-wise, like they're both worth so much money. At this point in their careers, I don't think it really makes much of a difference. I do think that this could negatively impact his legacy. And like basically,
he had that wholesome brand though, like Will Smith was like the family guy, the wholesome dude. So that's why I think it hurts him. Chris Rock, it doesn't really hurt him for just like, he didn't really respond. He just stood there, he sort of took it and he was like, all right, moving on. I think there's definitely the people taking Will Smith's side. They think foully of Chris Rock, but that's not going to affect him. He's a comedian. He's been saying fouler shit for years.
Sorry, choking on weed. This is my last time smoking. I got to stop smoking now. So, but as far as like Chris, like I said, yeah, for comedians, even if like you've seen on previous videos, it's like I get attacked maliciously. If I'm insulting people and making jokes about it, like the insult stuff, I expect people that are going to critique me in a negative way.
Yeah.
I would not expect that if I'm hosting the Oscars, I feel like I got to get up out of the seat and just calmly do it. I wouldn't be able to continue the show without like whipping your ass a little bit. There's no way I could like finish a show like looking at you like sitting like this, like, yeah. It's like at a certain point in the show, you would just see me stop because like you would just, as a man, I just got corrected.
I understand.
I was but
I feel like Chris Rock just like, because it did seem like he was about to say something back. He said I could, and then he just let it go. Could, so it seemed like he was gonna say something, but he realized, this maybe not the time. Like, I'm gonna let that resolve. Which I can't say it's like
what if Will yelled at him and said,
it's making him look better.
With your fucking mouth, right?
Yeah.
What if Chris Rock would have said no? Like what would have what he got?
People was thinking he was about to say something about August Alsina. Like, oh, did you tell August that? Like,
I would have. I mean, yeah.
It seemed like it because what type of jokes Chris Rock tells. You know what type of jokes he tells. Yeah. He can get foul. He can get dirty.
Yeah, remember the OJ joke? He's like, I don't know if he really killed his wife, but the guy was known for driving around town in OJ's Ferrari. He's saying, I ain't saying he did it, but if he did, I understand why. And I get it, because it's like, how the fuck you known for driving around town in my Ferrari, nigga? What's wrong with you? It's just, even in August, I've seen the situations like you known for fucking my wife. That's what August is going to be known for. That's it. Yeah. We forgot about that one hit wonder he had with Trinidad.
Yeah, he was like, he was a name before this, and then now his legacy is attached to cucking Will Smith. Like, that's crazy. So it's like, yeah, he's forever. Yeah, this is a whole thing. But I'm just like, at the end of the day, I think he stands to lose the most from this. Not even Jada, because Jada, I feel, hasn't lost anything from this.
How he framed it, he was like, he was standing up for black women. I was like, that didn't have shit to do with black women, dude.
That's how they framing it online. That's why he did it that way, because they did it for him. They started making stuff up for him.
No, he framed it at the Oscars when he accepted the speech.
How he's talking about I want to be a vessel of love and positivity. That all of that was like you could see him crying. You know what I mean?
That was fake. He's the actor. You don't believe that.
I know what you're saying.
No, the part where he said, yeah, it's like I'm like her, like they father in real life or something like that too. And everybody laughed. And he also said, he apologized.
But I'm saying the part where he was like, I want to be a vessel for love and positivity. He was making himself look like he suffered something in that incident when he didn't. And that was strange to me. But I'm like, I see what it's for. You know what I mean? I see the greater motive is to be like, I'm not that bad of a dude. I just, I was breaking down, my emotions.
Yeah.
It's like,
I don't like the mental health that card. I don't like when people play that card. It's like, you didn't have a mental health issue up until now. And listen, not to be disrespectful, motherfucker, you worth $100 million. You could afford the finest therapist and finest psychiatrist. There's no excuse for that.
What's even stranger to me, right? None of that, is how the same people defending him are the same ones that say when stuff upsets you and everything, you need to understand and be calm because it's toxic masculinity to like not,
that. You know that Chad Wheeler?
So it was just sort of strange. Wheeler is?
Huh? Chad Wheeler, the white guy. He beat up the black woman. She almost died. Yeah. He played the middle. Yeah, remember that a couple months ago?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh, now all of a sudden you have mental issues. I'm like, on your job interview, I'd bet you didn't mention that to the team. Everybody just, it's a whole bunch of bullshit. But as far as like, it's like after, like, all right, like I said, if it wasn't Jada Pinkett Smith, if it was like, give us like a sort of woman with like class, which is hard to find these days. Of like, who can we name that we have like as a like and like, all right, let's say Denzel's wife. Maybe he could have justified that. It's like, all right, like if that happened to Denzel's wife was suffering through that same issue, we probably would have been more aware of it. I was not known that Jada Pinkett had that disease.
Alopecia.
I was saying the same thing, So I found out later after the Chris Rock joke that she had it. So it's no one watches the Red Table Talk. The only time that we watched it is when she did that shit with August Alsina. Other than that, no one cares about you. That was it. That's all you had, baby. No one cares. No one watches movies.
Yeah, I will say that's also weird that it's like, generally speaking, I saw it as a bald joke first. It's like she looked bald, so he was just like, oh yeah, you bald like this movie character. Like I didn't see it as anything greater than that. And then through him smacking him, now I'm learning all this unexplained stuff from before, and I'm like, oh, okay, but I wouldn't have known that had Will Smith not smacked him. Had he just said this sitting down and everything, maybe they looked upset. I wouldn't have known that at all. I don't think.
Yeah, I know. No one would have even known. That this all the smack is going to do is, because of Jada Pinkett's illness, it's probably going to be like a lot of donations and charity, and foundations started on behalf of this. It's because no one knew about it. For the most part, it wasn't like, even though she said it publicly, like I said, no disrespect. It was like no one cares. It's like,
yeah, it wasn't like a moment or anything, for sure not.
Like who MTR is?
Yeah, media tutorials.
Yeah, he's on YouTube. So he went through a period where he was, I think he say testicular cancer.
Testicular cancer, yeah.
Yeah. So if you're not like a fan, or if you're not like watching his show, you really missed that episode, because he only spoke about it in probably like 3 episodes. So if a month passed or whatever, and you just tune in, you're not gonna know that guy has that, even if will show, you know what I'm saying. So if somebody were to make a joke about it, if you didn't know, it's you know what I'm saying. And that's all I'm trying to get the point across, is like no one really knew, and a lot of people are saying that. So there's a lot to say about that, but so you heard about the stuff that's happening with the Megan Thee Stallion case?
The last I heard was just that they were saying the bullets weren't found and no gunpowder was found on Tory Lanez. That was a few months ago, and now I'm hearing that people are unfollowing her and calling her a hoe related to like this incident, but like it's not because of the case, but it's like it got worked into the case. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Into the social thing, because first they said Rihanna unfollowed her because they said allegedly she was flirting with ASAP.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
And then that's what some other facts that came out. Even though everybody was always doubting her the entire time, only like the Simps and other females were supporting her, because like liars are going to support liars because you told the same lie before, so you want to hold it down. I understand that. And all you females out there, y'all know just what I'm talking about. If you see a female in your certain situation, you'll never call her out, on her shit because you do the same shit. A nigga that sleep on his mama couch all day. If I say, you got to save $50 a month for your kids, that's why y'all get so mad at me because you ain't gonna do it, and you one of them. So, it hurts when it hits home. It does. So, that's all we can say on that. But it seemed like a lot of stuff is coming out. But my only issue with that is I think Will completely overreacted. Like just going back to that, she didn't deserve his defense. There are certain women like that's all I'm trying to play. Like certain females, I think they do deserve like that would have been justified, but just not after what she did just a couple of months ago. And I know it's everybody saying, but that's their issue. But it's like you brought it to the public. Once you bring it to the public, it's all fair.
She was sort of publicly disrespecting him too. Yeah, I will say when she said stuff about him being like a bad lover or whatever, and that was foul. But it's still, it goes back to in that setting, he should not have done like what he did. Like definitely not the way to handle it. Like he had more to lose than either Chris Rock or Jada. And the way he handled it is the worst way to go about it, at least in that situation. So,
and I didn't know like Jay-Z and Beyonce over there. It was like, it wasn't the classy what it does. It was like, it's like, it got to be some like ranking system. It was like where we have to like, at his level of success, he shouldn't have done it. That's how I feel it. And if he would have just let Chris Rock finish the joke and finish like the routine, no one would have thought much of it. You might have would have had some people on social media giving it like chiming in. He made it much bigger than it was.
Yeah. Now it's a whole public conversation.
Yeah. And this, yeah. And this is going to be like the thing. Like it's going to be a meme. This thing is going to last, man. He did it at what was it, at the Oscars?
Oscars award show. And his speech from later was when he won an Oscar. They saying they might want to make him give it back now.
No, you're not. That Oscar show was not going to get any views. I didn't even know he was nominated, who was there. Only reason I started even seeing it, the only reason we tuned in is for the smack.
Yeah, of course.
That's when the views went up. It's like, people start texting. Such a good smack. You lying. Because it looked fake to me. I was like, nah.
Yeah. I first saw it. I was like, did they rehearse that? But then
do that. Yeah, and it still looks fake because, like, they zoomed in and fake. Like, I didn't see a bruise. Will Smith is a big guy, so I didn't see a bruise. So, like, that's why I see why some people saying it's fake. Some people saying, of course, I believe that it's real, but I can see why people are saying, oh, it's a fake. It causes, public relations.
You saw the way he swung at him too, right? It was sort of like a funny, like just smack to be like so sudden and all. And the way he just walked up so suddenly, just then turned around and just walked away. Like
so that's so but this is definitely a good conversation. And I'm gonna let you go. I don't want to run out of space and shit like last time. So we other than that, let you enjoy the rest of your day, man. Talk to you later. Look at this, upload it. Yeah, I'm talking too much. But hey, yo, everybody, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. What do y'all think? Like that was that like, was that like that was like a super pimp slap? And like I want, and
you should have backhanded it.
What about that? I do want to justify this though. I do want to, because this is what I forgot. A lot of times, this is the problem in the Black community. The women make the guys fight. Because if Chris Rock would have said he pushed charges, Will Smith goes to jail over Jada Smith. That's her name, right? Yep, Jada Pinkett Smith.
Yeah, Jada Pinkett.
And where is she? Out fucking August Alsina again? My father used to tell me that as a kid. He's like, never fight over a female. He said, one of y'all gonna end up dead, one of y'all gonna end up in jail, and she gonna end up fucking somebody else. And this is the case. The Tory Lanez situation. Over a female, Tory was about to go to jail, lost money, all the recent like events. And it's especially like they don't deserve it. So that's what, do you deserve our protection? And that's what it comes down to. And like Will Smith, he has like a lot of money, so obviously he wouldn't have been in jail that long, a couple of, bam. But for a regular guy in that situation,
much more detrimental.
Yeah, it would not have ended at a smack. It would end, fights, this, that.
Filing charges, all of that. Potentially getting kicked out. Like if this is not the Oscars, this is the club. Potentially getting kicked out, locked up. It's
not even the club. What if it was the movie theater or your local poppy store?
Yeah, all the same. Imagine if this Chris Rock person had friends and they jump in it. Now your friends got to jump. A lot more damage can be done. So
with security doing this, like if I was Chris Rock, even if I wouldn't protect him on Will, the odds is gonna probably be cutting him a check. I got assaulted at your venue. You hired. Oh yeah, they. Oh yeah. So you gonna make me? Yeah, you gonna make me okay. Yeah. You gonna fix this? You know, definitely money has to be involved. Oscars. It should have been an apology. At least if it wasn't from Will Smith, I believe the Oscar committee and everybody involved should have said an apology to Chris Rock.
Yeah, that would have been for not doing anything.
Yeah. No, not for him not doing anything, but he was assaulted on that platform.
No. I'm saying the Oscars didn't do anything. Like they did not address it at all.
I didn't see any apology about it. Yeah, I didn't see any type of apology. Even if they would have,
they just tweeted. They tweeted after the event. They said, "We don't condone violence," essentially. And
I didn't even. Yeah, it's not even that they had to say like Will was wrong or Chris was right. They could have just apologized, even if it was personal. You know, I don't know if they did, but I think that a public apology to Chris Rock would have been, you know, more than justified, accepted, and deserving. You know, you hired me at your facility, shouldn't have been able to get that close to me, period, regardless, you know, and we knew what I was going to do. He's done it before, so it's a lot to consider. It's also a lot of things that I do want to also consider because they're probably friends, they speak behind the scenes, maybe they have a closer relationship, maybe there's some other things going on that we do not know. But I just, that just, as a Black man, to see two Black guys do that and engage in that type of behavior does not make us look good as a whole. I might have been, you know, wanted to host the Oscar, you know, 10 years from now, you know, who knows? And that could have, you know, and just thinking about stuff like that is a lot of times these Black guys that I look at, you know, when I was on Fox, they was talking about Steven Jackson, the NBA, you know, basketball player champion. I believe he won it with the Dallas Mavericks, and they, you know, was talking about him, you know, and I correct him because even, you know, we're not perfect. You feel me? And I think that's the only time that a Black man could get credit is if we perfect. And the only person that I really see like Black man that is sort of like perfect, sort of free of like ridicule. Hey, my speech is messed up. In our community is Michael Jordan. He's like, you know, you don't fuck with Mike. There, you know what I'm saying? You haven't heard anywhere, even when social media has come out, you haven't really seen things about him. Other than that, a Black guy could donate so much to charity, donate his time, and we'll be like, he ain't tied shoelace the right way. It wasn't all the way even. So, you know, we can't, you know, it's just, if we ain't perfect, we ain't shit. That's how it is. And I'm tired of that. And in a later video, I would like to go into, you know, deeper context about that, how we operate in this system, and how we Black men, we need to treat each other and work better behind the scenes. And even if we don't necessarily like each other's personalities, that don't mean we still can't work with each other or support each other and or.
Agreed.
And so yeah,
I think when it comes to like anything in terms of just seeing people succeed or like working, it's more so like we need to have the same goals and intent. You know what I mean? Like we don't necessarily have to agree on everything, but it's like, hey, we trying to make money off of these videos. We need to be able to understand that. You know what I mean? Like we need to be on the same level, and we could work from there. Like we don't have to use every difference we have to disqualify us from the potential earnings we have together. So
yeah, well, every difference we have just to like use that as an excuse so we can argue amongst each other.
Yeah,
I think that's I
think that's a lot. Wait, like the tribalism sense in that sense, I think is way too high amongst us.
Like if you're a vegan and I eat meat, you don't want to be my friend. And we really have problems like that these days.
Yeah, we do.
And I'm like, seriously, I'm like, oh no, because I don't want to be around the smell of me. I'm like, oh, dude, come on, you know.
Yeah.
You know, so Black men, yeah. So we have a lot of petty differences that we definitely need to address as just as Black. And this is just like one of the things where I don't even, you know, I'm not even really involved in the Black woman. There are certain things that if we just need to stand up and say, you know, I ain't doing that. Like, you know, if he doesn't stand up and fight, there's no fight. We can always talk about it behind the scenes. And, you know, just because she got an attitude, you know, don't mean he had an attitude, you know, so it's, yeah, we need to definitely do better, especially with the amount of domestic violences that is arising in our community, that on top of the stuff that already existed. Yeah, us as Black men, we really need to be on par with each other and build better relationships with each other. Yeah, you know, that's best put. Yeah, thanks for coming on, man. we definitely talk and see if we can meet up soon. All y'all stay corona free. I know I've been posting soon, but this video is definitely going up probably today. I'm gonna probably upload it soon, in a couple of minutes. So hopefully, I hope y'all miss me. The ones that don't like me. I know y'all want to see me lose. So watch this video if you want me to, you want me to lose, you want me to win. Watch it. As always, stay corona free, bitches. My name is James Thompson, and I'm out of here. My co-host,
share your thoughts for sure.
Is my co-host Andre Thomas, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and we'll catch you next time, man. Oh yeah. I might be hitting the wrong button and stuff. It's been a while since I've done this. So long. So that.